Alrighty, good evening, good evening, good evening. It's so nice having internet again. Makes it so much easier. Try to double up my videos. You get a good night message and a good morning message. What do we need to know before we hit the bed tonight? We've got Taurus. We've got the North Node, or South Node. Oh, it's a past life energy. We've got Taurus, and we've got 10, completion of cycles here. Oh, get the runes for this reading. We got intuition. We've got waves of communication. We've got the male rune, so we're definitely picking up a masculine again here. We got waves, and we've got intuition. Let's get past life energy here. That's what we got going on. Tell you what, we're even going to do this. What we got? Taurus. Let's see who's Taurus dealing with. Libra. We got a Taurus dealing with the Libra. What past life energies do we got going on for these guys? You guys, sorry, happens. All right, we got communal living, right? We've got knighthood, which speaks a lot about being honor bound, right? We've got trees and nature. So there's definitely a big connection with trees and nature here. There's communal living going on here, and it's all about living under an honor code, right? That goes on with this type of living. This is where everybody does their fair share of the work, right? And contributes to the house, or contributes to the community in that sense, right? So these are two people who were in a communal living situation back in the past. You could be here when you get that communal living card. You could be here with a large soul cluster. I know I am. That's one of my things is I recognize certain people from a past life. There is definitely a group of them here that came back from these times. Let's see what the shadow is that these two are carrying from this time. Peaceful among the thorns and forgetting oneself. So this definitely could be somebody numbing themselves here or forgetting themselves, wearing a mask, playing a role. Another person here is sitting there being peaceful among the thorns. Got black flower fragrance here. So it's definitely not a positive energy that's coming off of these cards. Obviously, these are the shadows we're dealing with. So we've got someone who just does things to keep the peace, right? And then we've got someone else here who's forgetting themselves. They could be numbing themselves. This is about someone who's stuck in that lotus garden where you lose time. New beginnings. A dawn and new beginnings. So we definitely got new beginnings around the bend here for these people. For this pairing here. Now, when I get that South Node past life thing, you can look in your chart and see where your South Node lies, and that's generally what your sign probably was, and major lessons also that you carry from your past life. I'm definitely getting the vibe that this is a karmic connection. On this before I speak anymore. I do got a lot of, I got 2 pages once again on the 5D. So this could have a lot to do with kids, or this could have a lot to do with just immature energy, childlike energy here. Oh boy. All right. All right, so we definitely have a lot of focus here. There is a King of Wands, someone who's a very passionate person here. We've got the Ten of Pentacles here, so there's a lot of money and finances and stuff like that tied into this. There's definitely, I get a lot of past energy that's all tied up in this, right? We've got a feminine here who's very much in her emotions when it comes to emotions and passion and things like that, right? This is the Ace of Wands, right? So, she's kind of lost in that energy, right? There's definitely a lot of anxiety that happens here, right? That's happening. A lot of sleepless nights, a lot of worrying, a lot of concern. There's definitely, even he looks concerned, right? He's downtrodden. He's trying to drop the mask. He's trying to be real. I'm getting an energy here. This is definitely a soul contracted connection. It has a purpose. It's here. You agreed to come here and play this specific game with this person, right? What do we've got going on the 4D here, on the telepathic connection? We've got a reverse Queen of Cups. So there's definitely a feminine who's cut off energy here. I don't feel like she's a very positive person. This is someone who's passing out a lot of negative energy. You got the reverse Queen of Pentacles. This is someone who is toxically wants to be in control, does things that is manipulative, that plays on these things. They can play on emotions, right? I told you when you saw her down here, right? This is someone who's not very happy with themselves, and this is the energy that they project. You got 2 reversed queens here, right? You got a reverse Queen of Pentacles and this reverse Queen of Cups. This is someone who does not give off a very loving, nurturing energy, and like I said, she wants that toxic control. So this is someone who'll put off that they're a loving and nurturing person, but there's really nothing going on behind there. That's just a manipulation, right? And this is also the reverse Queen of Pentacles. This is someone who does what she does for control. Definitely picking up the energy of a female narcissist here, right? Get the 8 of Swords here, right? But it's reversed. So I just get a lot of string pulling here, right? Like it's the puppet there. Can't cut the strings. Or trying to cut the strings. I get this person is trying to pull on cut cords. I don't know, that's the message I'm getting in. This person is trying to pull on cut cords, right? But their strength is low. And they're probably draining your strength a little bit in dealing with this. Why? Because at the end we've got the Prince of Cups. This is a very romantic individual. This is a very loving individual, right? The only upright card on the 4D is this upright Prince of Cups. So it's like you got all this negative energy, right? You got this negative energy with this person here. You got this pulling on those cords, right? I get maybe reattaching cords. This is someone who's putting out cords again, right? And they're doing it to drain strength out of people, right? And they're playing on this person's, yeah. I mean, don't really get too much of a Captain Save-A-Ho with this energy. I just really definitely get like a lot of love energy is there, right? At least on the masculine's part there with the Prince. But once again, it's still an immature type of energy, right? So I get like it's an idealistic thing. I feel bad for this masculine here because I feel like he's waiting for this feminine to become something that she's not, and she's not going to. Right? She's not. She's a narcissist. She'll love bomb you and everything else to pull those strings just to turn around and take your strength from you. Right? And I say all this because we've got the reverse lovers here. This is the karmic connection. This is the false twin flame card. Which people don't believe in false flames. I mean, like I said, I'm a big follower of Mel from Golden Ray Twin Flames. He even talks about false flames there, right? When you have the twin flame energy, or when you have these energies and the starseed energies, you attract people, like I said, dark empaths that can mirror that energy. They can mimic that energy. They'll try to get around people so that they could pretend to be them, right? They try to do what they can. They learn people, they learn their mannerisms, they learn how they speak, they learn how they do things, and then they try to copy it, right? And they'll do that to you. They'll figure out what it is you want, what it is you need, what it is you like, and like I said, they'll use that to love bomb you just so that they can manipulate you later, right? We got these two pages here. That's why I'm picking up a lot of children energy here. They can definitely be the cords that are being pulled on a lot, right? And taunted with, right? I also got the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands here, right? What this masculine still loves and still desires this person, right? Even though they know that there's a whole bunch of secrets and a whole bunch of lies behind it, and they know that this person leaves them in a 10 of Swords situation. Right, your 5D is telling you this. Your 5D is telling you this is a toxic connection. The energies you're feeling, I even get like maybe childlike energies. It's a childlike, but these, you got to understand that some people change throughout time, right? People change throughout time. They might not have always been this way. They could have always been this way. It's a rite of passage for this person to get over this energy, to get through this energy. I like how they've got, you got a woman and a child there. You got your 6 swords, right? The lessons you've learned that you're meant to carry on with you and move forward with. Yeah. All right. I got the 10 of Cups, right? I've got that there was a lot of joy that was here at one point, right? There was love. There was this happy home life, right? These can even be memories that you kind of lean on here with this rite of passage, right? Of moving on from, right? Because I get that because you've got this, right? You got this focus on the cups down here and you're missing opportunities above you as right now, right? Because the 3D is really saying that there's not a lot, there's no joy in the reunion here. There'll be no celebrations. It'll be the same things that you faced before. It'll be the same cycles that you faced before, right? Upright, this is coming together in celebration. Reversed, it is that's not what's going to happen, right? There's these third-party situations that are still involved here, right? I even get that these, like, 33 could be a big number for you too, but 33 is a master manifesting number, and I feel like this has already been something that's manifested that you've been through. You've been through too many fights. You've been through too many third-party situations with this person. This person turns the masculine into the reverse King of Cups. And who's the reverse King of Cups? The reverse King of Cups is that King of Cups who handed his cup to somebody and they spit in it or spilt it and they misused it, right? And there can be bitterness and resentment that come from that, right? Bitterness and resentment from all of this, right? I think this person knows, though, right? They got this King of Swords. It's like they're kind of aware. They're aware that there's too much past history here. There's a lot in between this Ten of Cups and this King of Swords here. And I think they understand that there's a lot, there's too much. Yeah, the Chariot. You're being pulled into a new direction here. Five of Swords. Yes, it is time to accept, victory or defeat, whatever it is. The battle has happened, and it's your choice to move on from it or not. Yeah, you definitely got this struggling to move on, right? You got a reverse Page of Cups here, right? This person has a habit of turning you ugly. Yep, Five of Cups. Keeps you upset, worrying about you, thinking about the past. Oh, they play on your toxic masculinity. This person plays on toxic masculinity. They use it to control. This could be a feminine that even embodies that energy too. You got the world opening up to you here, right? You got this Eight of Swords, right? What is binding you is not what's binding you. All that's binding you is your own mindset here. Those ropes are loose. That blindfold can come off. These swords, you know what I'm saying? You could use them to cut your ropes to get loose. You're choosing to stay imprisoned by this. Yeah. It's time to put up some defenses, right? I got definitely put up some defenses, right? Look how beat up this person is, right? Yeah. There's times to build walls, and as long as those walls are on healthy boundaries, you're allowed to. Keep working on the skills that you're working on here. Moon reversed. Oh, not moon reversed. Moon upright this time, right? It's time to, not hide from the secrets. There's definitely victory in moving in new directions here, right? With this Knight of Pentacles here. That's someone who's working and focusing on manifesting wealth, right? Queen of Pentacles, manifesting a Queen of Pentacles into your life, an upright one. So now you need to focus on your own energies there, right? You cannot manifest that unbalanced, and this is definitely just thinking with your dick card there. You can't manifest that way. You have to actually elevate yourself. Stop lying to yourself. You know this is a toxic connection, and your part in it is your part in it. You've got this reversed Seven of Pentacles here. You reap what you sow, good, bad, or otherwise. So I get a lot of injustice. Queen of Wands and the Hierophant here. You got tradition here, but this Queen of Wands has a lot of feminine power that she can use, right? Reversed Fool. They keep you trapped, right? Yeah, just another page here. I feel like there's a lot of entrapment with kids here. It causes a lot of anxiety. It's making it hard to manifest in the reality. I feel like things are very unjust, right? Definitely got positive feminine energy in here. You've got a couple of upright queens, so there is a direction that you can move in. There is High Priestess energy here, right? That's the kind of energy you want to move towards, right? It's time to look towards the future, to release the past, right? There's no truce with this person. You're never going to get that truce, right? That Nine of Cups has to be found within you first. You need to let go of the conflicts, move into your own strength, look for people who actually speak their truth and move in their truth, right? You are the emperor of your life, right? You choose to be the hanged man. Actually, it's the hangman reverse. It has to be your choice to come off it. You have to choose to get yourself off that cross, right? Where your energy goes is where your focus is. So if you're focused on the past and these energies, then you're just carrying a bunch of burdens from the past that you need to put down. It's time to come back out into the sun. It's time to focus on those who give, and you know, the give and take is even with them, right? It's even, right? Don't want to embody these energies, right? Don't want to drink from every cup. That's how you get poisoned. Be mindful of the illusions, right? Temperance here. Definitely be mindful of how much you are imbibing, right? Don't be a captain, save a hoe. If you're in hermit mode, it's to teach you something. It's to teach you what connections are toxic, even if they are soul contracts, right? It's time to be, I get kind of like being a little bit defensive of your finances. Take charge of your own wand here. There's no victory in what is being manifest with this past here, right? You want to focus on being that fountain of love, moving on, right? Moving on, defending your healthy boundaries, recognizing these toxic connections. You can come out of the cold, but you got to survive the tower first, right? You're not letting things die, right? So that the Queen of Cups can come in. The Star card is guiding you to all of this, right? But there's a truth that you just refuse to recognize here. You need to focus on who you actually build good teams with. This is even be like focusing, I get a lot of focusing more on your business partners, people that you work well with, right? Put a little bit more thought into it with this Knight of Cups up, right? Right? You don't want to be this anymore, right? This is a drama queen card. This is what I call a drama queen card, right? Plant seeds of intention. There's going to be a period of feeling out in the cold, but there is a happily ever after here for you, right? You just got to put that preparation, intuition, and foresight all into a forward moving direction, not a backwards moving direction, right? This is for a King of Pentacles and a true Empress to come together. But if you're going to do that, you have to make sure that you're planting positive seeds of intention and not casting out negative intention here. See what we got to say about this. All right. Don't dwell on the past nor dream of the future. Concentrate on the seeds that you're planting in the present here. Do or do not. There is no try, right? You're either going to get it done or you're not. When the student is ready, the master appears, and the master knows when it is time to disappear. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Yes, definitely. As much as we idolize Scarlett O'Hara, she was a very manipulative woman. I mean, she literally stole her sister's husband prospects for her own gain. She was a bitter, bitter woman that was mad that she didn't get what she wanted from the beginning, right? And when she didn't get it, she did everything she can to manipulate it, right? Because as above, so below. As within, so without. You got to recognize how you attract these people into your life. One day we're going to melt the faces off the universe. You definitely have a very strong soul connection out there. So what? It's not going to be easy. It's going to be really hard. There's a future connection here. The problem is not the problem. The problem is your attitude about the problem. I'll tell you a secret, something that they don't teach you in your temple. The gods envy us. They envy us because we are mortal, because any moment may be our last, and we are more beautiful because, and everything is more beautiful because of it. We are doomed. Oh, everything is more beautiful because we are doomed. You will never be lovelier than you are now, and we will never be here again. Be mindful. Just be mindful. There's definitely someone who's playing a game here. I feel like that's, with the reading, that just feels like someone who's using these, that they're using lines. Did you hear I was happy and you just had to mess it up? Yep, I told you, this is someone who's using lines. They're coming back in. Yeah, I'm the dickhead fairy that sprinkled bitch dust on this whole situation and created this argument. You are not a god. Pull the trigger and find out. Just fear me, love me, and do as I say, and I will be your slave. Toxic, controlling people. Yeah, we got somebody who wants to, they want to have a fight with you. Yeah, when you feel it in your body, someone who makes you change your ways. Life's been good to me so far. Mama always said dying is a part of life. I had a lot of prayers answered without sitting in a building. Fire away. So there's definitely this, like I said, fire away. There's definitely this going back and forth. There's definitely that love bombing energy here that is immediately cast over, right? It's definitely a wishy-washy energy going on here. Ego says, once it all falls into place, I'll have peace. Spirit says, find peace, and then it'll all fall into place. And that's talking back to that 9 of Cups. You have to find that within yourself. Guide. Keep following your guides. Right? Following your guides, following your intuition. Yes. See, you got the Lost card here, right? And there's this entanglement of the web, right? And I've always said narcissists have this way of doing things, or manipulators have this way of creating a web, right? And all these flies get stuck in the web. And all the flies are so busy buzzing at each other, yelling at each other for how they got caught in the web, that they don't pay attention to the spider just constantly making a bigger and bigger web, right? That's the one who's really pulling on the strings, right? The door is right there, but you have to accept some loss. You're going to have to go through some healing. You're going to have to be easy with yourself. I also get don't force. Don't force. Don't look at it as being lonely or look at it as being free. You're not alone, you're free. The Hermit is there to teach you. Hermit mode is there for learning. The upright Hierophant you had before too has a lot about what kind of traditions and values you have, right? It's going to be a challenge to get to the top of this mountain, but there will be peace when you get there. All right. Well, that's all I got for you tonight. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. I love y'all, and I'll be back as soon as I can, I promise.